good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if you would please go down there, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, in this video, I'm going to be discussing why, in my personal opinion, WWE 2K22 will have one of the most lackluster rosters it has ever had in 2K's video game franchise. Now let's speak on it. Now, I'm not talking about gameplay, I'm not talking about features in the game, I'm strictly talking about character roster. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's what they have community creations for, they can do that. I'm talking strictly on base roster and game upon release. I'm not talking about created characters. I'm not talking about legends that are going to be in the game that they're going to have to fill in those roster spots for. I'm strictly talking about base rosters from wrestlers that they still have on their roster today. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's get into it. Now, when you look on your screen, I have a list of the recent WWE list. As you see right here, a lot of names. Bronson Reed, as of last night, they had a lot of releases. I also did a video on that. Go check it out. Bronson Reed, Bobby Fish. Oh, excuse me, my computer's acting up. There we go. Bronson Reed, Bobby Fish, Desmond Troy, Leon Ruff. You understand what I'm saying? Mercedes Martinez. You know, just to name a few. And then we go back. Those are some of the names that were released just recently, as of last night. Kona Reeves, and then you look at it: Ric Flair, Bray Wyatt, Arturo Ross, Marina Shafir, Killian Dane. Let's go down a little bit. Tino Sabatelli, the Singh brothers, Fandango and Tyler Breeze, Tony Nese, Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Ruby Riott. I say all those names to say this: these were the names that were potentially all going to be on the video game WWE 2K22. You understand what I'm saying? These are probably all going to be names on the base roster. However, we won't get that, and we won't get that. We won't get that. Now, I don't know how the contract situations work. I don't know how, because there have been times in the past, like say CM Punk, who's left who's left the company, and then somehow, some way, still made it to the next game due to contract stipulations. So I don't know how the contract situations would work in this case. However, I will say this: if all of these names on this list end up not being on the WWE 2K22 video game, that game is going to have a very lackluster base roster. Again, I know that's what you can go to community creations for, and it's a good thing we have that, because that's probably going to be the one thing that saves this game if the game plays any kind of good. And then you also look at the fact that all of these names, all of their move sets, all of their entrances and everything, those are gone too. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't really, and then on top of releasing all of these names, you pretty much got rid of not every single noticeable name or notable name that you have on the roster, but you got rid of a lot of fan favorites. You got rid of a lot of recognizable faces. You got rid of a lot of recognizable move sets, entrances. You understand what I'm saying? There were a lot of characters and a lot of people released from WWE recently that people actually cared about, that people actually paid money to see, or wanted to pay money to see, who tuned in each and every week to see. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, getting rid of all these names right here, just to name a few, just to name the few, we're not even talking about the ones that have been released in the past 2 years. This is just this year in 2021. You look at all these names, the Buddy Murphy, I didn't even get to him, Lana, Santana Garrett. It's just so much talent that WWE has recently gotten rid of, that it makes no sense to believe that the base roster on this game is going to be anything but a few recognizable faces that aren't already champions, maybe a few guys that were former champions, and a bunch of legends. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think that they're, and to be honest with you, and this has also happened in the past too, you look at even 2K19. There were a lot of people in the company. There were a lot of noticeable faces in the company that weren't on that original game. Tommaso Ciampa, Nikki Cross. You understand? Well, now Nikki Ash now. But you get what I'm saying. So you don't even know that all the characters that they even have we don't even know that all the characters that they have in the company right now, all the people that they have in the company, we don't even know if all of them are even going to make the game. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to end the video on this. I truly do believe, and I hope I'm wrong about this, but I truly do believe that WWE 2K22 will have the most lackluster base roster, just base roster, not character grade, just base roster that 2K has released since they've been making WWE games. It's going to be nothing but the same legends that we've been playing with for the past 15 years. And there's also going to be a bunch of unrecognizable faces sprinkled in with a few faces that were already champions. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, and I'm not saying that the game is going to play bad. I'm not saying that, you know, it's going to be trash or anything. I'm just simply saying from a character-based roster level that I don't think that this game is going to have the star power it needs on a base roster level to sell immediately, to sell the amount of copies of this game that they're going to be looking to, you know, get out of pre-orders and get from people actually wanting to buy the game. Now, if the game plays good and you have a good community creations and you can, you know, you got good game modes, then you got something. You possibly got something. I will say that. However, on base roster alone, y'all, I can't tell y'all too many people or too many wrestlers that are gonna be in this game that make me want to buy this game, other than just me being that thirsty to want to play a wrestling game and hope they don't screw this one up as bad as they did with WWE 2K20. But that's just my opinion, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that the character-based roster that they are going to have on WWE 2K22, do y'all think it's going to be lackluster? Or do y'all think it's going to be just fine if they just sprinkle in a few legends? Y'all let me know down in the comment section, man. As long as you remain respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's going to be the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name is Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, and more good content. No hashtag that enough said. See y'all later.